Hi there, this is MJ. Welcome to my channel, MJ Chandler's Corner. Today I'm going to be making my first soap making video. My channel has had some other videos up while I was trying to get used to YouTube and figure out how to actually use YouTube. But this is my first one where I'm actually making soap. I began making soap probably about 3 years ago. The first technique that I used was melt and pour. And around about last year, I decided that I was going to start doing cold process. So this is my first cold process video, although it's not my first cold process soap. Here you see me adding micas to the batter. This one is Coral from Brambleberry, and the next one is Mermaid, also from Brambleberry. In the large container I have TD mixed with glycerin. I didn't know whether it was one that needed water to mix with it or oil to mix with it, so on the safe side I decided to use the glycerin. Here I'm hand stirring everything instead of using the stick blender because I don't want it to accelerate and then become too thick. There's the fragrance oil. I've mixed the fragrance oil with kaolin clay. This is to anchor the scent so that hopefully it has more staying power in the soap after it's finished the saponification process. And the design that you're going to be seeing me do today is a combination of both a drop swirl and a hanger swirl. Now, it's almost as if I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do everything down the center or do zigzags, so I kind of did both and then alternated, but it actually turned out really nice, and you'll see that when I actually cut the loaf in a later episode. I'm thinking I'm putting a cutting loaves episode where I just have a compilation of a bunch of loaves that I've cut. I was trying to keep this first video short, so it's running at about 5 minutes total, and so in order to keep it short, I decided not to have the cutting part in this particular one. Now this video is sped up at about probably 8 times the speed. It actually took half an hour to make this soap loaf, but with the footage speeded up, I got it down to about 5 minutes, so hopefully you'll stick around to see it till the end. Here's the hanger swirl. This is from Brambleberry, but you could also use a gear tie, which is something that you could get at even a Walmart. It's bendable like this. It's coated or is silicone. It's just that it's a wider diameter, but it's also a lot cheaper. So I have one of those that I use on my smaller loaves just because I'm a little bit lazy and I don't want to have to keep bending and rebending to fit the different sizes of the loaves. Here you see me just trying to get all the last of that batter up so that I can make a design on the top. If you're interested, you can also follow me on Blogspot, where I have a blog going that I started about last year. That is pretty much where I documented my very first experience making cold process soap, which was kind of interesting. If you've never done it before, it took me a whole 2-3 years to get the courage up to actually do it this method because I was very afraid of the lye. Also, if interested, I also have a Pinterest and an Instagram account. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for further episodes. And then you may see my mascot, which is Hannah, Miss Hannah the kitty cat. She has a lot to say. I will probably voice over for her the way I would think she would sound if she were a human. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Meows out.